for the box that keeps on giving. Let's see what's inside of the chatterbox, ladies. Come. No drum roll?
In the
All right, let's see what's happening here. Okay, it says baggage claim. What's your baggage? Write it on the cards. Provide. Oh, it's a little different this week. Oh, okay. So we have cards and we have pens. So, ladies, write your baggage. Here you go, Miss Celine. Write down your baggage on the card. Debbie, it's a small card. It's a small card, Debbie. Don't put all the baggage
I'm not
all
sure.
at once. Here you go,
One
then.
card
Thank
can
you,
hold
baby.
it.
You know, it's a small card. Write it quickly, you know, so we can find out what the baggage is. Because, you know, sometimes we have little things that we're insecure about.
That's
and
true,
stuff.
that's
And,
true.
you know, there are a lot of people who experience things that they're insecure about. So, what's your baggage? No, this serious. Not an essay.
I'll start.
Okay, please.
My baggage when I was younger was low self-esteem. I suffered with it through high school, and even now, as confident as I am now, I kind of still revert to, okay, am I good enough to do this, or I don't think I'm pretty enough, or just stupid stuff.
Yeah.
But even it's like there's still a little resistance, even through my confidence now. But hey, that's mine.
You're here, honey, and that's
I
what
know.
matters. You're here.
Right.
Gigi?
Gianna.
So I have to go
Yeah,
now?
that's yours.
Gigi?
Okay, so mine is my weight. I tend to yo-yo because I'm perpetually on a diet.
Right.
I have way too much junk in the trunk.
Never too much.
Never
too much
And that's so weird though, because I remember growing up until when I started UWI, I was like 90 pounds, and people won't believe this, but I was like 90 pounds, and the doctors, they threatened to give me an injection to let me eat some more to open my appetite and to also retain the weight.
I can relate
And
to that.
darling, I would see people like you, and I was like, please, Jesus, please let me fat, please, Lord, can I feel my...
And what
when
was your
I
appetite
walk,
like?
My appetite then?
Yeah.
Wasn't, I mean, I ate food, and I would purposefully drink milk. Like
Okay, so milk like fat.
milk with fat, just to go sleep and see if I can retain it. It would never happen. When I started UWI though, and I was introduced to my favorite food, and y'all, later on you'll see what that is. Yeah, trust me, I gained the weight and I was so happy, and I'm so happy with my weight now. And people say, oh, you need to lose some weight, we're not used to it with this. I love it.
But to add
All
to
of it.
that, you have persons that just, they don't have an appetite.
Yeah.
So they're at 110 or 100 pounds and they don't feel like eating. And that's another problem too. And then, you know, they get teased and all of that too for
But-
being at the
yeah.
other end of the spectrum. So
But at the same end of the spectrum, you have a lot of very large people who don't have much of an appetite either. And that contributes to how much they weigh.
Oh.
Because if they are not eating regularly or on time or that sort of a thing, their body chips into starvation mode.
Fat reserve.
And
reserves
so,
everything.
it's storing whatever you're eating.
Wow.
And I mean, various things happen. Like, I'm one of those people that, you know, I can be as disciplined as I want to be for as long as I can. And then it's like, oh crap, the scale didn't move. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna eat
make
everything
sense.
instead.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those things, and it's like people don't give you a break. If you put on a pound, like, okay, so I love macaroni and cheese. If I eat one bite, like, my body is also very unforgiving. So you'll see it. But then they'll see it, and it's not like they can, like, just let it slide today.
Right.
No. They're like, hey, I see that macaroni and cheese on you. Like, what are you doing? Like, are you getting away from yourself? You've let yourself go. And it's just
mind
like,
your own business.
yeah, well, it's good and it's a bad thing, because someone like me, that I want to, like, look my best at all times.
Do you have an
So-
ideal weight that you're going for in your mind? Like, do you have...
Yeah, what's the weight? What's the number?
I mean, you don't have to tell us, that's fine,
Yeah.
that's okay. But do you, I'm sure you
you
have
have
that
one?
image that you want.
No, I don't have a weight that I want to be at. I have a size that I want to be at.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, cool.
So, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm working towards that. But
But
I've
you look
reached that
fabulous,
size.
girl.
you
I think
look
so too.
like $1 million.
Like, seriously.
Well, thank you very
Exactly.
much. Well, you
You
guys,
look
yes,
so
thank
good.
you, thank you. My
Seriously.
head is weighing a lot right now with all these compliments.
No,
Thank
honestly, you
Thank
look
you very
very,
much.
very good.
It's about being healthy, I think.
Well,
That's just the most important
see,
thing.
that one, I'm sorry, Celine, to prolong the argument, but you see, that part is what is is almost discouraging to people like me of my size, because you're gonna say it's about being healthy, and it's like, well, when I go and I do all my tests, the doctor tells me that if a truck doesn't hit me over, I'm gonna live forever.
No, but
then I'll see a slim person that's shoving the bacon cheeseburger down their face. And I don't eat red meat at all. I don't drink sodas. And then I see that, and it's like, they're like, but it's for your health. You should lose weight for your health. And I'm looking at them, and I'm like, yeah, what did your cholesterol come back at? So it's like, just live and let live. Like, okay. So it's that sort of thing.
Yeah, I understand totally. Yeah. Well, for me,
it's a
little bit like Denique. You know what I mean? It's a little bit like Denique. I grew up hearing a lot of, oh, you can't do it. And oh, you can't, all the dreams that you had, no, that's not gonna happen. I had a relative, a family member, like, this person told me, when you get your 2 subjects, you're gonna come work into my shop at a app.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, and that's the reason I love my father so much, because he was always, this is his line, prove people wrong.
Exactly.
Everything that they've said about you, prove
them
people wrong.
Exactly.
And I am an example today of everything that they said that I would not be.
Allow me to.
Woo! And it's
Yeah, absolutely. Big up you. No, but I think that's an excellent point, because sometimes even parents do it to their children and they don't realize that's what they're doing.
Exactly.
Like if your child comes to you and says something like, oh, I want to be president, they look at him like, really? President of what? Go sit down and read a book. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's not done in a malicious way, but
it
that child
affects you.
internalizes that comment that you made, and then it
Exactly.
stops their effort.
Yeah.
And you have some other children who are very rebellious, like myself, rebellious from apart, in case you didn't know.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
We
And,
pick that up.
but I just always felt that I am a weirdo, and I've accepted the fact that I'm a weirdo, and I've always just tried
You're
on
not a
that.
weirdo. You are unique, Shelly.
Yeah, just another word for weird. That's
No,
not right.
no, it's not. No,
The
no,
negativity
it's not.
that comes with the word
weird.
weird.
No,
Yeah.
it's only negative if you think it's negative. I'm good with weird.
Yeah, I embrace weird as well.
I embrace my
I
weird.
just say I'm a proud misfit, and I fit in perfectly being a misfit.
Well, there you go. We are all misfits in our own unique way.
I agree. I agree.
Celine, I think you should go before I do.
Okay, well, talking about internalizing, my baggage is just being affected by what people say. And so you know, you talk about how, you know, the parent might be saying something, and I'm almost like a sponge. And it does come out at some point, and I kind of vomit out this reaction of, but unfortunately, when people say things, and it's always never
it
kind.
resonates.
It really does resonate, and I absorb it, and I think about it for days and days, and sometimes weeks and months.
Yeah, I'm like that too.
Yeah.
Celine?
Yes.
Medea said, Medea chapter 3,
Verse 1.
said,
Let it go, girl.
people's opinion of you, honey.
Yeah.
Don't matter.
None of your business.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
It's what sometimes people are insecure in themselves, and how they give it off is to be mean to people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you a business that go handle it? Sir?
True. Yeah.
Sound like
You
a
and
personal
Jesus
problem.
go handle it wrong.
Yeah.
It's true. It's
Yeah. But it's to get to the point where you know that, you know what, you obviously have your own issues.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you need to, you know,
Work through them.
Yeah.
And
Work
what
The good
through
one
them.
is that you
Through
can
them.
realize it, Mama.
Yeah.
I think
That's the
Denique
first
wants to
point.
say something.
You teacher.
I just wanted to add, like, I completely get what you're saying, and even though we know, like, especially what you're saying, Debs, I know. But there's just this needling thing, like, okay, when people say, oh, I don't like Debbie for no reason, I don't like Denique. Why you don't like them? I don't know, I just don't like them. In your brain, as much as, okay, you don't care, in your brain you're still thinking, but what did I ever do
Exactly.
to you? But you know it don't matter, you know, you know it shouldn't matter, and you know it shouldn't bother you, but in the back of your head, you're still like, what?
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty, I think that's how
But
Celine.
you know what, Denise, sometimes it's comments that you internalize and say, could they be right?
Oh no, I never ever do that.
About,
Oh, sorry.
you know,
That's a deep.
no,
That's a
could
deeper
they
than-
be right? And then you go through this whole thing of maybe they're
I get
right,
you.
and you know,
What
But
are
that's when
they
you start
seeing?
doubting yourself, though.
Exactly.
Because once you realize who it is that you are, all of the qualities that you possess, what you bring to the table, and your confidence.
it's confidence,
in that.
isn't
Exactly.
it? It's
Your
confidence.
confidence
Yes.
in that. Then, darling, them could have in your ears
Little
at
more.
all.
And
I don't hear you.
I think there's a balance though, because sometimes if it is something that you can actually build on and improve on,
right?
But you have to know how to
be objective.
And know how to filter it also, because you can't change yourself for everybody.
Exactly.
So you have to know how to decide what you're going to use and what you're going to ignore.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so I guess it's my turn now.
Yeah.
What I think, and I mean, I personally don't do this anymore, but I used to do it, is that negative self-talk. We have flaws. All of us have flaws. I mean, if you know a perfect person, I like to meet them, right? But all of us have flaws, and what we tend to do is focus on our flaws.
Yeah.
And we are so focused on the flaws that sometimes we miss all the absolutely fantastic things about ourselves.
Yeah.
True.
And to the point where some of us can't even accept a compliment.
True.
Somebody said to you, "Oh, this is so pretty," and rather than saying thank you, you say, "No, but you know, sometimes you have to point out what's wrong with it."
Exactly.
So I think that a lot of us, especially women, are guilty of self-talk, very negatively too, and about ourselves. And when we focus on that, we miss all the fantastic things. So that is something that I think we definitely should. So everybody, get your baggage, and we're gonna get rid of it.
2,
3.
Bye.